we can't wait to bring PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds exclusively to Xbox One later this year with an update for Xbox One X enhancements shipping with the final version. See you on the Battlegrounds, everyone.
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Let's try to stick together this time.
Why the book laps? No heroics.
Get ready!
Exclusive.
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? All the comforts, the simple pleasures you took for granted. How would you protect yourself and the ones you love when the protectors can't even save themselves?
Army's pulling out. Come on. Last truck. Get in.
Want some of this? How about you?
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it? Work together to defend it from the terror just outside the walls. When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life
Wait,
or save it?
please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got.
No. Damn it.
When you get in too deep and realize no one gets a second chance.
How will you find the strength to carry on? In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
Exclusive.
Two players remaining. One player remaining.
And what a play from the wounded warrior. She was caught in a trap, but she used superior tactics to get herself out of there. She's going to take the win. Let's move on to the next arena. Here we're following Bloody Marrow. There's only 2 players left in this particular map. Those tracks are leading up, but that tree is going to give them direct information. That red outline, there's a mortal unicorn, and he's letting in about 100 meters away now. Looks like he might be crafting or something, but what is this that Bloody Marrow's going to do? Getting ever closer, drawing that beeline, and now he's going to cloak it up. Is he going to walk in through the front door or what? Looks like he's going to sneak in on the back window. Here we go. Shot in the back. That's one, twice. Immortal's in trouble. Somebody from Mixer decided to chime in. That an invincibility bubble's gonna help him out and put on the fight of his life. There we go, the nice strike on Bloody Barrel, bouncing it up forward, there we go. Oh, that was gonna do the damage with the arrow to the belly. That's gonna be the win for Bloody Barrel. Bloody Barrel wins the round.
Please welcome, from Mojang, Brand Director Lydia Winters.
This summer, millions of Minecraft players will be able to play together on the device of their choice for the first time. Xbox Live will unite the global Minecraft community across mobile, VR, Windows 10 PCs, and consoles. As part of this effort, we're excited to welcome player-made skins, maps, textures, and massive community-run servers into the game itself. Because we know that the amazing content you create makes Minecraft even better. This fall, Minecraft will receive a free 4K update that brings more graphical options to the game. But we didn't stop there. With all this talk about graphics, we're taking things one step further. Today, we're revealing a new look for Minecraft that we're super duper excited for you to try out. One that's inspired by the power of Xbox One X and available this fall. Let's check it out.
Minecraft in 4K. When the Minecraft team showed me the first version of the game in 4K, I was blown away. Mojang is a great example of a studio that started something new and different that led to a global phenomenon. At Xbox, we're searching for games that are fresh, new, and in some cases familiar. That means ensuring that the biggest third-party franchises you want to play are there for you on Xbox One. Of course, you'll find these great games in the Xbox Store available for pre-order today. But bringing the biggest blockbuster franchise is just one part of the job. Delivering broad, diverse, and new games to Xbox means searching to find unique games from creators around the world that will surprise and delight. To me, these next few games do just that, starting with the game I got to play on a recent trip to Japan. It's hilarious, a little crazy, and a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look at it.
World premiere. Exclusive. Exclusive. Exclusive.
We've scoured the globe meeting with creative artists and development teams, and I'm often surprised and humbled by their work. Whether it's a story that can only be born of a different land, or artistic design and storytelling that, in a single moment, can capture your imagination and inspire. There is much to be learned by looking beyond borders. Our first party is also a place of innovation and creativity. Today, I'm excited to share with you an extended look at never-before-seen gameplay from Rare's shared world adventure, Sea of Thieves.
Exclusive.
The joy of a new voyage far across the Sea of Thieves. Just you, the wide open world, and oh, well, it's not just you, she's here too. Oh, and this guy's here. But the point is, this is a shared world, ripe for exploring and raiding with your fine pirate crew. Look at them! Scurrying around, making themselves useful. That's what we like to see. The world of Sea of Thieves seethes with possibilities, with adventures skulking above and below the waves. All you have to do is jump in and oh, there she goes. Few things tempt a pirate like the siren song of a lootable shipwreck. Careful though, there could be anything down there. Literally, there could be anything. We haven't finished designing it yet. Joking, that was a joke. Ah, sunken treasure. It's like a pirate performance bonus. Every player's decisions and discoveries will be different, but however you plan on seeking your fortune, it pays to be prepared. For gigantic lumps of iron, these are surprisingly portable. Amazing workmanship. Anyway, better get them back on board while the coast is clear. There's really no sense in pushing your luck down here. Now that is not a beast you want to pick a fight with. Yes, it's possible to take on these toothy terrors of the deep, but you're not much used to your crew bitten in two. Sometimes a tactical retreat is perfectly acceptable, in the spirit of that legendary pirate captain, Pathetic Dave. Thankfully, for every tense standoff, there's a moment of celebration or shared wonder. But for now, stow your hard-earned loot and enjoy the voyage. On Devil's Ridge beneath the sands, the gold lies hidden from thieving hands. Well, it's typical. Oh look! Here we are at Devil's Ridge. Nice transition, by the way. And so you'll shift from the heart of the sea to the island shore, where you'll explore jungles and coves, cliff tops and caverns. Every region has its very own landmarks, and over time, you'll uncover hidden shortcuts, abandoned stashes, and vistas that will steal your grog-soaked breath away. And yes, sometimes you'll encounter people who, for whatever reason, would like to blow you into little pieces. That's pirating for you. Keep that pistol primed, because you'll also face the roaming remains of those raiders who came before you, cut short in pursuit of their own legends. An afterlife of fighting and troublemaking until all your bits fall off. It's what they would have wanted. Now, make sure your crewmates all have a part to play. Yep, that works. And look, he brought the riddle map. Seek the cursed boar shrine where there is no sky. It lies in wait for a light held high. Right, well that's got to be around here somewhere. But if you've got a bad feeling, you can always leave someone on board to brace the ship for a speedy getaway. Decisions. Ah, looks like they've sniffed out that place where there is no sky. Time to pool your resources as you plunge into the unknown. It would be easy to come a cropper in these claustrophobic caves. You don't want to wander off track. Unless, of course, you're streaming, and you'll have loads of people in the chat telling you what to do anyway. Don't mind that, it's probably nothing. Just kids. Of course, the premier plunder isn't just lying around to be claimed by any old drunken bumbler. You'll need to watch out for likely locations, following your map, clues, and your instincts to make light work of each new mystery. Light work. Little lantern joke there. You're welcome. Anyway, step 11 paces northwest, through the gloom. Dig my chest from its tomb. And with that, we're one step closer to payday. Then again, some of the loot in these parts has lain undisturbed for a long, long time. That has to be the spot. You can practically taste the treasure. Good call on the double duty shovel work too. That storm outside was nipping at your heels. Ah, very nice. Of course, the trouble with treasure as a rule is that the owners really like to hang on to it. If you've got your hands full, it's up to your crew to watch your back. And while they're doing that, it's time for another strategic withdrawal with the loot. Nope, not that way. That's it. Easy now. Don't stop, keep going. Almost there. Watch that next step, it's a doozy. Now that's a rescue. If you can regularly beat the odds and get chests back to your ship, You'll be able to turn a tidy profit by trading them in at an outpost. That's just the tiny matter of making it through this storm in one piece. Pirate life is here on the Sea of Thieves, and you can live yours however you want. So rally your crew. Swear your oaths and set sail for riches and infamy. Become a pirate of legend. Just try not to be this one.
Exclusive. Exclusive. World premiere. Exclusive. Exclusive.
Motherfucker. They killed the power around the world. We're gonna light it back up because this is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. That's why we brought in you. You got the talent. Now you need the tech. Big things too far! Today, you throw grenades. Boom! Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars. Forget dropping bombs. You're dropping buildings. Now it's time to get to work. Time to step up your boom. It's go time. Oh yeah, welcome to the agency.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions. Headed to this position, and so my disposition. Not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast. Now I'm released. Ready to feast, calm and peace, not the least. I think that I'm number one, just to keep it 100. 0 to 100. Show you how much I want. Are you a beast? Are you released? You ready to feast, or do you want peace, not the least? Do you think you're number one? Can you keep it 100? 0 to 100. Show me how much you want it. Some people never have trouble. That's why they don't know what the struggle is. I don't pay the cost and laid off the boss. Analyze my losses. Now I'm taking off. Yeah, I'm a beast. Now I'm released. Ready to feast. Peace, not the least. I think that I'm number one. Just to keep it 100. 0 to 100. Show you how much I want it. Are you a beast? Are you released? You ready to feast, or do you want peace? Not the least. Do you
At Xbox, it's not just about finding creative artists. It's about empowering them and nurturing them, helping shine a light on their work, making it easy for them to build and share their creations. That's why the ID at Xbox program is so important to us. The team has released over 500 games on Xbox One and Windows 10 through the ID at Xbox program. And this is not just a milestone for the program and the independent developer community. It's a milestone for everyone who loves great games. I hope you're reminded today why it's so great to be a gamer on Xbox. Action, adventure, story, skill, surprise. These next few games bring it all together. Let's start with a game whose stylistic approach alone makes it something very special.
Exclusive.
The dark is older than the light. At last a day dawned, and we rose with this first light. But that light was a betrayal, only fleeting. In its wake, the night returned to claim us. After lifetimes, the light grows again, faint and vulnerable. We will live in the new light rather than just survive in the dark. This rebirth will end our wandering.
World premiere.
Follow me home, pretend you found somebody to mend you. I feel numb. I feel numb in this kingdom. I feel numb. I feel numb in this kingdom.
Rachel?
Please welcome, from Monolith Productions, Vice President of Creative, Michael DePlatter.
Remember me? You tried to humiliate me. You left your mark on me, but it didn't work. You burned my mind. I'll kill you. Until this moment, You have not known suffering!
I've had enough of your mouth, Bruce. So now I'm gonna kill you. For all these orcs to see.
Always said you were an optimist. Know what that is, mate? It's about sizing up a situation that's bloody impossible and saying, yeah, all right, I'll have a go. I'm exactly the same way.
I like him. Bruce killed the boss! Come on, lads!
In Shadow of Mordor, we introduced a way to create unique personal stories for every player. And in Shadow of War, we're expanding the Nemesis system. Two new features we're really excited about are forging an army of followers and Nemesis fortresses. Here, we'll use the Ring of Power and recruit this Olog, Bruce the Chopper, to expand our army. Then, we're going to assault a fortress controlled by one of Sauron's overlords.
Oh, that was nasty!
Oi! Reckon you're going to skewer me? That little sword's good for a tickle, maybe. But you're gonna need more than that to take me down. Nice one, Ranger.
This has never happened to me before.
Bright Lord, Dark Lord. Same thing, really. End result's me ripping spines out, which I like to do anyway, so either way's a win.
A fine addition to our army.
Name's Bruce. From here on out, I will be your shadow. No one gets to you without my say-so.
Don't worry about my enemies. They will all follow eventually.
You want to plant your flag in Mordor, you'll need to do it deep. There's a fortress nearby. They say it's ruled by a two-headed troll big as a mountain and deadly smart. Which, well, I guess he'd have to be given the two heads. You take him down, you'll send a message to Sauron and get yourself some nice new digs as part of the bargain.
I'm not going to do this alone. Gather your troops.
Will do. Oh, just make sure you let me pop his heads off, won't ya?
So we already have a few loyal followers in our army, and recruiting Bruce means we're ready to assault the fortress and overthrow the Overlord. We're enormously expanding the open world of Mordor to new regions like Saragost and Cirith Ungol. Mordor's a massive, living, breathing world filled with orc society, tribes, and wildlife, as well as stories and secrets.
You cleaved me in two. Any other orc would have died, but I survived. More than that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger than ever. But they didn't make me into what I am. You did. You created the machine. No!
So we've just been ambushed by the machine. He's tracked us across Mordor seeking vengeance. He's one of the 7 new orc tribes we've added.
Machine will grind you to paste! I hate big sticks! Finally! You dishonor the Styrians!
instead of killing the machine, we'll dominate him, so we can take advantage of his abilities during the fortress assault.
You take out the Overlord.
But before we charge headfirst into battle, we should plan our attack and select our followers.
My black speech is a little rusty. Actually, I don't know a single word, which is a pain in the ass. But to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. My kind of black.
Well, I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the defenders.
Define focus.
There are unlimited ways to forge your story and conquer Mordor in Shadow of War, and we can't wait to show you more this week at E3. Thank you very much.
Exclusive world premiere.
Ori affirms my belief in the beauty, artistry, and heart within the art of gaming. We believe that games, like books, movies, and music, should be celebrated and enjoyed by countless generations. We're passionate about preserving and celebrating the games you own, the classics of the past, and the genres you love to play. That's why 2 years ago, we launched the Xbox Backward Compatibility Program to bring Xbox 360 games to your Xbox One. And we've seen tremendous growth in the program. Today, our library of games stands at 385 titles, And over half of Xbox One gamers have played a backward-compatible game. But I've heard your feedback, and you want more. Today, I'm pleased to announce an exciting expansion to the program. Our team of engineers are working hard to bring us some of your favorite original Xbox game to today's Xbox One library, including a fan favorite that I'm asked about often by the community, Crimson Skies. And it looks great. And like the Xbox 360 games, OG games will look better and play better across the Xbox One family. We'll have more to share about this program when it launches later this year. I'm proud of the library of games available today on Xbox One. All of them will benefit from the performance and power when you play them on Xbox One X. But we won't stop there. I'm excited to announce that if you own Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, or Minecraft, we'll be providing 4K updates to these titles for free. And we already have over 30 titles from our third-party partners that are planning to provide free updates as part of our Xbox One X Enhanced program. Titles like Final Fantasy 15, Resident Evil 7, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Rocket League, just to name a few. This means you probably already have a large library of titles that you own today that will automatically get better on Xbox One X. Today, we showcase some of the world's greatest creators with a lineup of different types of games for every type of gamer. We showed you the largest and most diverse lineup of new games that have ever appeared on our stage. From every corner of the globe, from developers large and small, 42 games, including 22 with console exclusivity on Xbox One. And you're also going to be able to play all of the biggest cross-platform blockbusters on Xbox One. And every game will play great across the Xbox One family, and on Xbox One X runs every single game you've seen even better. So if you haven't joined the Xbox One family, now's the time. This week, you'll find Xbox One S available in the US for $249. And on November 7th, we'll begin worldwide rollout of Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, at $499. Be the first to experience unrivaled power and performance on the Xbox One. We close today's show by looking to the future with a really great partner. They've been with us from the earliest days of Project Scorpio, and they're building an incredible game that takes advantage of the power and performance of the Xbox One family and the new Xbox One X. Please welcome Patrick Sutherland, Executive Vice President, EA Worldwide Studios.
New IP is the lifeblood of our industry. It's also risky. At EA, we have teams dreaming up a lot of projects, and only the greatest will make it their way to you. And that's okay. It's all a part of the creative process. And it's worth it, because when you find something special, there's no better feeling as a developer than introducing players to a brand new world. And as a player, there's no better feeling than losing yourself in a completely new experience. Our developers at BioWare have been creating something truly special. A huge open world that is lush, savage, mysterious, and ever-changing. Filled with interesting characters and new types of gameplay you'll enjoy with your friends for years to come. This is what's possible when we take an extraordinary vision and combine it with the latest technologies and hardware. Amazing concepts become possible. Great ideas become reality. So here we are, and we are so excited to share this with all of you. On behalf of the team at BioWare, let's see what this game looks like running on an Xbox One X. Here's John Warner from BioWare to show you Anthem.
Hi, I'm John Warner, game director for Anthem. Here is the world premiere of Anthem's gameplay.
Hey.
Freelancer.
Fraxling,
Listen, there's trouble. Big trouble.
what did you do?
I made a mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe...
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid. I'm sorry. But they're still out there. Somewhere. If you could just bring them back. Anything you need.
In the world of Anthem, you and your friends are freelancers, the heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join two players as they head out on an expedition.
Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
We're just grabbing some supplies, just about ready.
What are you going to use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm going to use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam. Looking good. Nice. You've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends. Each Javelin exosuit has its own unique playstyle. The Ranger is balanced and all-purpose, while the Colossus is a tanking powerhouse.
All right. Let's see what's up here.
The world of Anthem is hostile, and threats can come from any direction. This dynamic world where the unexpected is around every corner.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
We're getting some fire from up ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
Hang in there. Almost there. Have you been in there yet?
I haven't. should do that later with Kim.
Yeah, he could use the XP. Hello, treasure. I think we got some action ahead.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
I think that's part of Prax's mission.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar. Give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round.
Thanks.
Oh, come on. Be something good. Oh, yes! Jer's wrap.
Oh, nice.
Large-scale world events like Shaper Storms are dynamic and pull you off the beaten path with the promise of new stories to discover.
Oh, Shipper Storm incoming. Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm right behind you. Whoa. This storm is getting crazy. So what are we supposed to do? Fly into it?
All right, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.
One more?
One more.
One more.
Okay.
Start the show! Yes! Totino's Pizza Rolls, also Totino's Stuffed Nachos.
We obviously have to fix that.
Wow, well, it looks obviously incredible in terms of the scale of what you're doing. Tell us about the character that you play. Is there one character you sort of play through the
You
story?
play all three characters actually in this crew. You know, you have Tyler, you have Jess, and you have Mac.
Okay.
They all bring their own diverse type of gameplay. So the races are kind of Tyler, that's his specialty. The drifts and the drag events are the specialty of Mac.
Okay.
And then you have the kind of cop getaway gameplay is Jess's specialty. So throughout this game, as you encounter different missions, you pick the character that is best kind of suited for that.
Is it like GTA where you kind of pick between any of the three characters at any point, or how?
You can, up till when you come to these kind of chapter endings where they usually work together. So they're all kind of part of the same mission there. And then we actually move you to the position where you need to be. But meanwhile, you go around, you do drifts and you do drags or races in this world. You actually choose character based on what you want to do.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, running on Frostbite always looks beautiful, but when I saw this and I saw the action sequences and the truck, I mean, it's straight out of the movies. So I'm sure there are many films that have inspired you. And so it's all set in this sort of canyon, sort of desert setting?
Well, the world is very diverse, I'd say, especially since, as I said, we can open it up now, so you can go straight into the desert. But you have desert, canyons, mountains, and the city, and the city is pretty substantial.
Oh, you do have the city too?
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I can't wait to wreak
this,
havoc.
This is what you get with iteration, right? And that, as you said, that Frostbite engine is very powerful, and now we understand more of it, and it's being constantly developed, and we can just do more stuff with it.
Well, I gotta say, visually it looks great. I can't wait to get my hands on, and we'll get it this holiday season, right? This fall.
Yeah, it releases on November 10th.
November 10th, right after Xbox One X. So you'll support Xbox One X, I'm sure, right?
We will be on that console for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
And we got lots more coming up on YouTube Live at E3, including deep dives into some of your favorite games like Minecraft, Crackdown 3, Crash Bandicoot, and in just about a half hour from now, we'll have an exclusive unboxing of the brand new Xbox One X. That's happening right here with Xbox Live's Major Nelson. He'll be here for an exclusive unboxing. Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be here to answer your questions. And that unboxing is on YouTube Live at E3 and is presented by Totino's Pizza Rolls, so you don't want to miss that. We got lots more coming up, lots more interviews for the next 5 hours leading into Bethesda. All the games you saw on stage at the Xbox press conference, they'll all be up here. Talking to Crackdown, we'll be talking to Lucky's Tale, we'll be talking to Anthem. John, who's the creative director of that. We'll be hearing from the Forza team. So much stuff, so stick around. We'll get your questions answered and use the hashtag YouTubeE3. You guys have a question you want to ask us, and we'll try and get it in front of these developers. But right now, we're going to another EA game. Joining me is Mike Young, the creative director of Madden. I haven't seen you in a few years since I was down in Orlando, but got to say, you opened up EA Play yesterday with Long Shot, the story mode for Madden, which looked like Mahershala Ali is in there. It looks pretty crazy. So I want to talk about that because FIFA did that. Okay, good. Yeah. Well, I'm sure, know you've always been sort of a guy who's passionate about the presentation and story in Madden. FIFA did it last year with the Journey. Not to say that you guys said, hey, that works, so we should do it here. I'm sure you've been thinking about it for years. But when you want to do a story mode for Madden, where do you even start?
Well, we started actually 4 years ago, and our goal was to write a great story. So we started with the script, and we worked on it for about 2 years.
So 4 years?
4 years.
So is this something you maybe going to do a previous year and kept building on it?
Well, I've probably pitched 10 different story modes throughout my whole career at EA.
So why was this the year?
I think a big part of it was Frostbite Engine. To tell the type of story we wanted to tell, it just wasn't possible before. I mean, this story has 45 characters, all shapes, sizes, ages, gender, 45 different sets from off the field, bedrooms and front yards and Texas high schools. And we just couldn't have built something of that massive scale and scope without Frostbite. So I think that's why it took this long.
Okay.
And then I think the last couple years we've had a lot of success with our cinematic intros to Madden, starting in 15, where you're Cam Newton, you're in the huddle, you're mic'd up, and we got such a good response to that. I think that's where my bosses started to believe that our fans do want this.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, FIFA got a great response to the journey last year. I want to ask you about the gameplay of this, because we saw the trailer and it looked very cool and cinematic. But tell me, I mean, what's the gameplay experience? What is the narrative? Like, where does this, when I hit play on long shot, what am I doing?
So we designed this to be a campaign mode.
Okay.
So it's going to feel like a seamless movie quality story.
Okay.
There's no load times. You're just going scene to scene, interacting. There's a lot of
so third person, I'm the character walking around, or how does it fit?
There's no walking around.
Okay.
It has some Telltale inspirations.
Okay.
With branching dialogue choices, with meaningful choices that aren't just about expressing personality.
So there's scenes, effectively.
There's scenes, movie-type scenes. There's quick-time events. There's 7-on-7 football.
Okay.
You're at an interactive combine.
Okay.
There's just so much that's so different about this, but constantly there's a lot of variety going from practice fields to games, to high school games.
Okay. So you're right, you're not just playing in NFL stadiums.
Well, in fact, there's not a single NFL game in Longshot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is an origin story about Devin Wade, a Texas-born quarterback who was one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Texas, lived his dream of going to be a Longhorn, Texas Longhorn. That career, you'll find out in the story, didn't go so well. He walked away from the sport, and our story picks up at this year's regional combine. Him, Devin Wade, and his best friend Colt Cruz are going to give their dream one last shot. So our story takes place between the combine and this year's draft.
Interesting. Okay, so what is the goal of this is to just sort of come back?
The goal is to get drafted.
Okay.
So if you think about it in a Rudy sense, his dream was just play.
Right.
Devin is undraftable at the beginning of this.
Wow.
And so you're taking him and you're responsible for both Devin and Colt's chances of getting to the NFL. It's really a redemption story. It's about helping someone, engage in their dream. And so I think it's really relatable. It's really emotional. I think people are going to love Devin and Colt. The acting in this mode is incredible. It feels like a movie quality experience.
And what I love about the journey, it's like, for future Maddens, assume people like it, you can kind of continue the story year after year, because you're going to be doing a game every year. So it's like where he goes, and I love to start right back at the beginning, and it's like he's not playing in the Super Bowl this year, but who knows?
Yeah, I think we've seen that kind of cliche storyline, and we really wanted to go on some new territory with how you play and what the story experience be like. We wanted this to be an original story, not kind of a retread of things we've seen before.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to see you guys innovating like this on the story side with Madden. I appreciate you coming down from EA Play to hang with us, Mike.
Oh, it's awesome.
Look forward to seeing more.
Cool.
Thanks
Thank you very much.
All right, great to see you. We've got lots more coming up. Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to be live with us in a few minutes, asking your questions about Xbox One, or answering your questions about Xbox One X. But right now, it's time to head back to the Creators Lounge for a look at Tilt Brush VR. We've got live VR on our set this year. Kyle, take it away.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kyle, and we're doing a pretty cool thing to celebrate E3 right now. We're making a live, would you call it a 3D painting or a 3D sculpture?
It's like it's more of a sculpture.
This is George Peasley, by the way. George, you are an artist.
Yes.
What is your background in art?
I used to do sculpting traditionally, and I used to do set making. And then one day I saw a commercial for Tilt Brush.
Yeah.
And it just kind of clicked, because it was the digital form of set making, dioramas, sculptures.
And so you don't even do that stuff anymore. You said I used to.
I mean, yeah.
It's all Tilt Brush all the time now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. And so the way we're doing this, you're going to put on an HTC Vive headset, right?
Yes.
And because we have Fu from HTC here, we have this cool camera that's going to allow us all to see what's happening in the 3D environment. So you have basically, you've already started this off. We have
I've been working on this all morning.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys can see it.
I got to be honest with you, I can't. But so I'm like, my imagination is running wild.
But
show us the mass of it first. Show us the widest element of this.
The widest element. Let's see.
This is my favorite part, is when you can expand it and shrink it.
Yeah. So basically, with the controllers, you can zoom in and zoom out of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You could make yourself the size of a squirrel, or, blow yourself up to a size of a dinosaur.
Great. Let's go with dinosaur for now.
Dinosaur size.
'Kay.
All right.
So you wanted to make an E3. Do we call it a mural? What would you call this? A diorama? I guess.
This is like an E3 playpen diorama.
Okay, great. Let's play then. So
All right.
what's the coolest thing in here? What did you like?
Well, if we want, I'm gonna just go ahead and zoom in here.
Sure.
And if Fu is able to see what I'm seeing, Link should be right here.
Oh, we think we bumped our camera. One element there. Yeah.
All right. That's the thing about VR.
Can you take us to the city too?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Take us all the way there.
I'm gonna shrink this down.
Ooh, I do. I can see a tiny monitor now. I can actually see what's happening now too. I see E3.
Here's the city. And if we actually zoom into this building right here, you'll see the guy from Crackdown.
That's so cool. So how do you do that? I mean, like, show us a paint stroke on this little guy. Like, how do you do detail that's that intense?
That's intense. All right. Oh, here we go. We're losing it a little bit. So basically, you get to pick your brushes with your left hand. This is your palette hand.
Mhm.
You get to choose your colors, what kind of brushes you want to use.
Yeah.
And this is your brush hand. And obviously, if you're left-handed, right-handed, you could switch it by simply clicking the controllers like that.
Cool.
And you paint
There's a
away.
stroke in 3 dimensions. So
Yeah.
this isn't finished yet. This piece is not complete yet. You're going to add more. We're going to come back in an hour later, right?
Yep.
What are you adding?
I mean, I was thinking about Spider-Man over here.
That'd be great. I love Spider-Man.
There's a couple other hidden elements of.
Can I make a
E3
request?
Yeah.
So my favorite thing in video games is caves. I love caves. Can you
Okay.
add a cave to this?
Like a cave that leads to a treasure box or something like that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want a cave that we can like go into.
Okay.
That's all I want. That's
Yeah,
like,
no, we
I just
could-
want a cave with like a.
Absolutely do that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we're going to begin work officially on our E3 mural. It is now time to toss back to Mr. Keeley.
All right, we are back here, and joining us straight from the Microsoft briefing, the head of Xbox Games Marketing. Really good guy you should follow on Twitter, Aaron Greenberg. Aaron, great to have you with us with your, look at this, the Xbox silk.
A little touch, little pocket square to celebrate. It's a special day for us.
It is a special day. So first of all, congratulations on the official unveil of Xbox One X. We're excited that we're going to have the hardware here, I think, with us soon.
Yes, I saw Major Nelson and our very talented Carl Ledbetter, one of our designers, backstage. So
they're already here.
They're getting ready to show
And they don't let you bring out the box? Major's saving that for him?
You know, we've got a big team. We roll deep at Xbox. So
All right, well, I can't wait to see it in person because it's smaller than the
Yes.
Xbox One S. Is that
It's
true?
the smallest Xbox we've ever made.
Wow.
Not only is it the most powerful console ever made, but it's an incredible engineering story because they were able to put all that power and performance and actually in a pretty compact box.
Yeah.
It's intentionally designed, they'll tell you, to really look like a member of the family with Xbox One S.
Right.
And if you see it side by side, they look beautiful together. And so, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing how small it is. I think that's one of the biggest surprises we've heard from people.
All right, well, exactly. We can't wait to see it physically because always, on video.
We've
it's
had
one way.
a lot of different ways we've been shooting it to try to show the small size. But really, I think the best way is for people to go check it out up close. And I think you'll really, it's nice. It don't take up a lot of space. The other nice thing is that because it's fully compatible, you can literally take all the cables you have right now for your Xbox One, unplug them if someone's upgrading, plug them right in. Everything works. So power works, everything works. I did that from my S.
Wait, so you already have a...
I might have been testing something,
Yeah, a few months ago.
I don't like to brag, but
All right.
but anyway, it is an amazing device. We're really proud of the design. But I think the big thing is that the power and performance this gives us. I mean, never in the world have we seen a console that can deliver true 4K gaming that has 6 teraflops of power, 12 gigs of memory, and to put that in the hands of the developers. You saw a peek today at some of the potential there, some of those incredible showcases like Forza Motorsport 7 or the new Metro title.
Incredible.
Simply incredible.
Yeah.
And so I think we're just seeing the very, very early days of what developers can do with the power of Scorpio. And it's exciting. I mean, I'm excited to, I started 16 years ago on this business at an E3 Gosh, you were a young child, I think, Jeff, but we unveiled our original Xbox. It was the most powerful console at that time, and to come back in sort of a historic setting 16 years later, and to share the name, the box, all the details, and show the games, this is a special time for us.
Now, let's talk a bit about the price. I think the death threats against me are over now that you guys confirmed it was $4.99, which is what I was hearing. It was interesting, like a week ago on Twitter, I did a poll, and most people suspected it was probably going to be that, but then this morning I think there was sort of people not sure what it was going to be. It is, double the price of an Xbox One S in terms of what people have to spend for it. What's your message, to the Xbox community? It's $500, but it sounds like you're saying that there's so much technology in there. This is what it takes?
Yeah, we're proud of the price. The fact is that we designed this to be a premium product that has the most power, the most performance that's ever been seen. No compromises. True 4K gaming. Look at something like Forza that's delivering that native 4K 60 frames per second, and that takes an incredible powerful GPU, that takes a lot of memory, that takes a really unique design, and so we designed it with no compromises. We did not build this to be a low price box. We built this to be a premium product for people that want the very, very best console games they've ever seen. For a 4K TV, it's going to shine. But the great thing is that there's a lot of nice benefits for people even if they don't have a 4K TV. At the same time, all the games we showed, everything we talked about, because it's one generation and one family, all those titles also work on Xbox One S. So when we talked about bringing backward compatibility and extending that to a third generation with original Xbox titles, that applies to people if you have an Xbox One S or the Xbox One X.
Now let's talk about the kind of the games, which obviously is a key part of it. You guys showed a lot of games, 40-something games on stage. I think one thing that a lot of gamers are wondering out of the stuff they saw there, what's really going to show off the system? Feels like a lot of games will have Xbox Enhanced Mode for launch lineup. Feels like you guys talked about the Lucky's Tale and Crackdown. Those are two big first-party ones for launch, November 7th.
Yeah, I think the first thing to really think about is that whatever type of game you like to play, if you're a sports fan, racing fan, first-person shooter fan, whatever game that is, your games are going to play and look better on Xbox One X. The benefit of having 43% more graphical performance than the next nearest competitor, to have over 60% more memory capability. That's a massive leap above what exists today. And so I think you just have to think about, this is not a typical console launch. This is not a new generation. All the games you already own work. You don't lose the compatibility. And sure, we're excited to have things like Crackdown 3 there on launch day, Super Lucky's Tale. But you know what? When Forza Motorsport 7 launches on October 3rd, people are going to love playing it, and we're going to update it in true 4K on November 7th. So all those titles are going to get upgraded with true 4K updates, and you're going to see that not just from us, but also from our third-party partners. So you're going to have an incredible lineup of games, new games, plus a lot of games you already own that they're going to upgrade with Xbox One X enhancements. And large majority of those we expect will be in 4K.
I know a lot of times when new consoles get unveiled, and you said this is a little bit different than previous consoles, sometimes the first-party studios will show years forward of all the games that they have coming out. I think some fans were like, we didn't hear anything about Halo at all today in the press conference. We didn't hear a lot about any brand new, mega AAA, IPs announced for the first time from Microsoft Studios. Tell us a bit about that philosophy and why you guys didn't give us a glimpse even further into the future.
Yeah, I think today was about a couple things. I think one was the largest and the most diverse games lineup we've ever had. You saw we ran long. We were 90 minutes every year in and year out. We brought 42 games, the most we've ever had, 22 of those with console exclusivity. And so to be able to do that in a year where we didn't show Halo and Gears, I think it really says a lot. And it's about celebrating the diversity of the type of games creators that are out there around the world. Phil talked about his trip to Japan and bringing back some nice gifts there. It's great to see fans react so positively to those titles like Code Vein and Dragon Ball Z. So incredible fighting title. But in addition to that, we've got a big, rich lineup of first-party titles as well. Now, we showed stuff that largely are going to be things you're going to be playing over the next year. So, Crackdown 3, Forza Motorsport 7, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, all those games are coming out over the next year. But, Phil and I went up to Coalition and spent some time with Rod Ferguson and team, and they're working very, very hard on the future of Gears. 343, the same thing with Halo. There's a lot of exciting work there, but we decided to it's nice to be able to let some of those teams go away and be quiet and then we'll come back and delight fans when we're ready. But there's incredible work happening there as well. So if you're a fan of Halo, Gears, Forza, any of the big franchises that you can only play on Xbox One, of course they'll continue to be there. But today we wanted to really, talk with a bit of a broader variety.
I know the Halo team was teasing that they were going to have a little something for fans. What is that? Has that been announced yet?
We do have something that we're sharing. Since they haven't announced it yet, maybe I don't know how much they teased, but there is a little bit of Halo news this week.
Okay.
More related to one of their products that's already on market.
Okay. All right, and we'll hear that at some point this week.
Yes.
Yeah, fans were always
Yes.
curious what they were going to say about
Yes.
that. So what is, a lot of people are watching this around the world.
Yeah.
Some of them play on Xbox, some of them play on PlayStation or Nintendo. Reggie's backstage getting ready. What's your message, to, the PlayStation audience now that has PS4? Is Xbox One X, is this something that you're saying, hey, we're more powerful now than a PlayStation system, so come over to our family? Or what's your story?
What I would say is there's never been a console that anywhere near that's delivered this much power and performance for such an incredible price. Right. And I think the fact that we showed, even where we are today, some of the first looks at what third-party partners are doing with that power and tech, to be able to hear Patrick from EA talk about how they're doing things with the Frostbite engine and Scorpio with Madden. I've never seen the NFL in 4K until I saw Madden in 4K. To be able to experience the NFL in 4K for the first time on an Xbox One X is simply going to be stunning for sports fans. I thought Anthem was another great example of really taking full power of that. So, just with any type of new hardware, you sort of, usually by the way, I thought we started great, but I think it tends to get better and better and better with time as developers have more time. With that said, we've been really impressed how quickly devs have been able to get stuff up and running in a matter of days. I thought Assassin's Creed looked simply incredible and stunning in 4K as well. Metroid,
whoa, breaking news.
Metro, apologies. It's a long week, Jeff, at E3. It's a long week. So Metro, people played Metro back in the day, 6 years ago, I think it came out. It's a great single-player, narrative, and kind of before the big zombie game craze, they were really doing a lot of innovation there. And so I'm excited to see that come back. You saw, how visually stunning that game looks as well. So I think for us, it's like, listen, if you want the very best, you're one of those people that wants the best, the high-end, true 4K gaming, no compromises, we have a product for you with Xbox One X. If you want the best value in gaming, Xbox One S is now $50 off. It's $249. We have a library, a massive library of games. We have tons of great exclusives. And we now have 3 generations of Xbox games you can play in all in one place.
Right.
Both products have 4K Blu-ray built in. Both products do 4K entertainment. But of course, if you want the real high end, that's what we're excited to be able to announce today. Yep.
Are you still taking the stance that developers are not going to be able to make games exclusively for the One X?
Yeah, we're a family. So the idea there is that the S and the X both are part of the members of that family, and the games will run on both. You'll have one, if you go into a store, there'll be one box for Forza Motorsport 7. That box will run in true 4K on an Xbox One X, and will run in glorious HD with super sampling on your Xbox One S. And so we're trying to make it simple for customers. And in fact, as they're investing in that library, they're already ready, and they'll get the upgrades if they ever decide to go get an Xbox One X. So that's the idea, just to give customers choice, and they can decide how much they want in performance, how much they want to invest. But we feel like from a value standpoint, you really can't beat the Xbox One S today, the library, what you get with that product. And then on the high end, way beyond what else exists.
And it's only in black right now?
Yes.
And only one configuration?
There is just one. The team has a different color, so I'll let them reveal. It's a little fancier than just black, but
iodized, metallic black.
Major and Carl will talk about that. But they've done a stunning job with the design. What I love is the family look. We have a lot of history with black, and then to do the Xbox One S and kind of come out with something different and white was fun. But yeah, no, this is a super powerful console, the likes we've never seen before, and I actually like the color choice.
Well, we can't wait to see it live. Aaron, you rung the bell on some great news today. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you more throughout the week, and now we're going to head over to Melanie Mack for more reaction from the community. Mel?
Thank you, Jeff. So I have been backstage counting all the tweets, every single one of them. We're trying to figure out what generated most of the buzz from Microsoft's. And right here we have, boom, boom, wow. Well, I counted them, so I know. Here we go. Never mind. We got this. Okay, Xbox One X, 57%. Obviously, this has a lot of people talking about it, and for various reasons. Obviously, we're really hyped about it, the great graphics and all the special things with that, but then some people were a little disappointed about the price point. But me personally, I think because this is like a premium thing, you can still use your Xbox One S. This isn't an absolutely must-have necessary, but if you want the premium experience, I can see that. I can understand the price point. And then, of course, with the games here, Assassin's Creed Origins is really just taking it home, man. And my favorite was Life is Strange, which has got 6%, but, you know, that's okay. It's all good. All right, so we're going to see what you guys have to say right here. So, starting off right here, Melissa says, I'm actually excited for an Assassin's Creed game. First time since the days of Ezio. Legendary. Ezio's just such a great assassin. All right, and then Adam says, the Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay just had a Zelda moment with the bow. Interesting. Let's just hope the bow doesn't break. Yeah, all right. Here we go. Does this play? You know what? It doesn't play, but it looks really cool. So there's the bow right there. It makes a comeback. So that's super exciting stuff. Right here, we've got The Rock better make an appearance as the Scorpion King in Assassin's Creed Origins. That's all right. I like that, Aiden. That's good. Here we go. So then when some people are kind of complaining a bit about Minecraft, so they're saying, why do I see Minecraft at every single E3? What's up with that? I still don't understand Minecraft hype, and I never will. Oh, come on. There we go. But you know what? We kind of wanted to see like a bunch of 4K stuff, and then Minecraft isn't really, you know, it's a bunch of blocks, but it's still super cool. But I'm also the type of person who builds a new PC for League of Legends, so I can't really talk that much. So anyway, right here, people excited about Sea of Thieves, people excited about all the things. Such a great press conference. But right now, we're going to go back to Jeff.
All right, thank you very much, Mal. Just taking a few photos of the Xbox One X. First on set here with Carl and Major from Xbox. We had you guys last year.
Yes.
The Xbox One.
We're back.
We had so much fun. We bring you back. So we saw the reveal of the box in the press conference, but no one was holding it physically. So here it is. We're going to get nice and
Well,
close.
I want to point out, up until this point, we've been showing off this
Chip.
guy.
Yes.
So this is the
inside?
chip
Yes.
that is inside and that powers the console. And now today we revealed where the chip will sit inside of, and this is the Xbox One X. This is the smallest Xbox we have ever made.
I was going to say, I almost want to have a One S so we can compare, but that was so it's smaller than the One S.
Yep.
And looks similar in design, which I think was part of the goal, Carl, right?
Yeah. So Carl and his team worked on the design, as you know, and I mean, clearly designer, not designer. So Carl, why don't you tell us a little bit about the team putting this together?
Yeah, so we've been working on this product. We're really proud of the work that's gone into it. It's truly been a collaboration to get it this size and 40% more powerful. So it's really crafted from the inside out. So it took design and engineers working super close together to make this happen. So
yeah, so let's talk about some of the elements and features of it here. Can we touch it? or-
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, controller, same controller?
Yeah, this is the same controller that was shipped with the Xbox S.
Okay.
Of course, it has Bluetooth inside and so forth, and the team has continued to refine it and just make it feel better, but it's essentially the same controller.
Okay, so let's maybe start on the
How's it feel?
Feels really good.
Yeah.
Love the bottom there. That's a cool texture to it. So let's start on the front here. Guys, what can you tell us about? So we've got a USB here, right?
correct. It's got a USB port. It has the pairing button. It also has an IR blaster on the front there. And the eject button for the ODD slot, which is also 4K media.
Right. Okay. So and how? Tell me about. I always care about lights. So this lights up, does it?
It does. It does. It has. So the Xbox One S and the X are both designed to be a family of consoles. It's the first time we've ever done this from Xbox. And so when, if you did put them side by side, they do share a similar appearance.
Okay.
But they also share the same behavior. So just like when you turn this on versus the Xbox One S, they both have the sound. They have the same interaction. We use the same principles for accessibility and for people to use these products.
Very cool. This is quite the unboxing.
Now, the other thing that I want to point out is it's also the ventilation is all on the sides and the back. And that's great if you if you have a situation where you want to stack it.
Okay.
So, but in the Xbox One S, there's I think there's a fan grill here, right?
That's correct.
There's a fan grill. So the team worked completely. They completely rebuilt the inside and made it so that the air is pulled in on the sides and then exhaust out the back.
Very cool. Yeah, so let's talk about the back here. One thing that Aaron Greenberg mentioned is that all your plugs and everything from Xbox One S, plug them right into this, right? Don't have to
Yeah, I actually want to tell the story. I've had, this is not the unit I've had, but I've had a unit at home for quite some time. For a few months.
Aaron was saying something. Majors had this at home for months?
Well, I've been testing it. The team has been testing it.
What happens when the cleaning lady comes over?
It stays
covered up.
Yeah, exactly. But what happens is when you drop it into your entertainment center, your home, your office, you just go right down the back here and plug it one for one. So if you put the Xbox One S on the top, you can go click, 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 done.
Right.
There's also a small. If you look on the back here, does this one have a little dimple on the back?
It does.
Yeah, if you look on the back there's a dimple to tell you which HDMI port is out and in.
Yep.
So it's a small little tactile feedback, so that when you're, most entertainment centers, I know yours, Jeff, at your house, you got all that stuff in there. You've got every console known to mankind. So you're reaching behind and you're trying to plug things in. We want to make it easy.
Very cool. Yeah, HDMI in, out, 2 USBs, IR. And then audio, and then of course even the Ethernet.
Yeah, Ethernet.
Yep.
So
very cool. Yeah, and the thing that I do notice is the cooling on it on both sides here, and inside of this, I'm sure you guys will be showing it, but the engineering feat to get the insides to this size. Tell me, did you guys always know that you're gonna be able to make it this small?
Well, our was to get it as small as possible. So that's where we started piecing things together. We realized in order to cool that amount of power, we switched over to the new vapor chamber.
Yep.
And that actually enabled us to go to a different type of a system on the inside, which got us to that size.
Right.
So everybody, when we started piecing it together, designers and engineers, we started building these block models and form studies. And when we got to this size, everybody was feeling pretty good. Like, wow, this is not only the most powerful console, it's going to be the smallest one we've ever made.
Now, I said to Aaron Greenberg mistakenly that it was black. He said, well, you guys have a different name for the color. What is the name of the color of the console?
Well, right now we're calling it black.
Oh, okay. He was like, there's a special name.
We do have a special name. That'll be coming out later.
Okay.
But the history of...
You're holding back the black.
I'm holding
things.
back.
Okay.
But the very first console we ever did, the original Xbox, was black as well.
Yep.
So we do have a history of this. We really wanted to make this special. And it is, as powerful to gamers today as the original one is back then. So it's pretty.
The one thing I want to point out is you talked about the insides. Later this week, I'll be doing my daily show.
Yes, absolutely.
I have a video with one of our electrical engineers where he actually takes it major component by major component and assembles it right in front of me.
Oh, wow.
And it is fascinating to see
the insides,
the insides, not only the insides and all the components, how they work together, and the vapor cooling chamber, but just how little space there is in here.
I'm sure.
I mean, every piece, every millimeter is optimized.
And only one configuration right now?
That is correct. That is correct.
But there is something else nobody said today.
Yes.
Not only is it the smallest and the most powerful, I believe it's the densest console we've ever made. So like when you feel
there's
it.
so much in there,
Yeah, it's just so much. It's super packed in.
Wow. All right. And how big is the hard drive?
This one, which one do we have? I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
That's a great question. Well, we've got the 1 terabyte is what we're shooting for.
Will there be multiple sizes? Just 1 terabyte of the main hard drive. Okay, so 1 terabyte hard drive.
Yep.
I think some fans have been asking on Twitter. They were hoping for an Elite controller as well. Any chance that there'll be more?
The Elite controller, which we announced a few years ago, has been tremendously popular. And I know the team is really pleased with the success. And I know that Phil is interested in seeing what we can do there, but he hasn't made any announcements. That's up to Phil. Phil, text him.
See if we can get an Elite controller. But yeah, no, I think obviously, as you said, it really does sit nicely compared to the 1S, and only one color right now, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
The black. So you have the,
I mean,
the white 1S and the black 1X.
And I think you heard Aaron talk about it a little earlier, and of course Carl as well. It's the family of devices. When you sit them next to each other, and I think we had a graphic up a little bit earlier that shows them together, you can kind of see some of the design elements going through here. The grid here on the side is going to be very familiar for anybody that has an Xbox One S at home. Kind of this terrace design as well.
Yeah, what we're really trying to do is, so you'll notice on this one where we have the disk drive slot, it's sort of nestled in here under this overhang. So what it's doing is it's really creating a super clean and elegant form that's all about proportions. So when you put this at home in your entertainment system, it just feels like it's a powerful game console that's sophisticated.
A lot in there. And if I want to hook up my Kinect, I can still do that through the adapter?
Of course. Yeah, we've got the adapter. We've got all the USB ports in the back, of course. I know a lot of folks, Xbox, you can expand the storage with your external hard drives. I'll tell you one of the greatest things. I talked about bringing my unit home for testing, and it was great because I have all my games installed on an 8 terabyte external hard drive.
Right.
So when I brought my Xbox One X home, I dropped it in, plugged it in, signed into Xbox Live. Everything was there. Right. It was seconds.
Now, let me ask you about VR for it, which is something that I think people talked about. I don't think you guys have necessarily announced a lot about VR, but this will work with VR headsets down the road?
We talked a little bit about that last year, and we're not sharing any details today, but this is certainly a tremendously powerful piece of hardware.
Okay.
And that's the thing is that it's designed, we designed it to really drive the experiences that gamers are demanding.
Right, okay. So if VR, we will be able to hook into it in some way.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. That's possible.
One day, Mage.
Possible.
We'll find out. All right, well, Xbox One S coming out on November. I'm sorry,
You
One
said
X.
S. The
S, X.
Well, I also want to point out S is we've got in the U.S. we've got a sale where you can get a
$50 off, right?
$50 off Xbox One S 249.
Well, you want to kick 50 off this today?
Well, that's not up to me.
I think last time you tried to take it home with you.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
So security, but yeah. So really excited. If you're looking at getting into the Xbox family, if an Xbox 360 and you want to upgrade it, this thing is gonna Xbox One S or Xbox One X. The entire Xbox family.
And then I know last year we had the S, we plugged it in because it was coming out, a couple weeks later. Is this an actual working unit or it's still a prototype?
This is working. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll see that over at the show.
We don't have the power with us. we learned
our
lesson
playing right
last
here.
year. Don't bring the power.
I know. I haven't seen the actual box yet.
Yeah, we don't. We do not have the actual box. We'll be unveiling that later on. We wanted to. This is actually the very first time. You are the very first person on your show to show this console off. Of course, we showed it during the briefing, to get their hands on it and
show it to everyone.
Feel the weight and the size. You're the first person, so...
well, thank you, Major. We really appreciate you guys coming by.
We can for Jeff Keighley.
And it's great to see you, and we'll have your daily show that'll be happening throughout the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just fire up your Xbox One or over at mixer.com/Xbox.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you very much, guys. And this unboxing has been presented by the folks at Totino's Pizza Rolls. They're going to have a special partnership with Xbox that we'll be telling you more about in the weeks ahead. You can enter the Totino's sweepstakes for a chance to win your very own Xbox One console. The sweepstakes begins in October. No purchase is necessary, and you must be 18 years or older. The sweepstakes will end in April of 2018, and official rules, prize descriptions, and odds disclosure are coming soon, void where prohibited. Open to residents of the 50 United States and D.C. only. All right, well, we've got lots more coming up. We've got some news and notes that we're going to show you, some of the things that have happened today. We've got, first of all, the Xbox One X was announced and unboxed right on our set for the first time. Xbox One, the entire family is backwards compatible, as we know, so if you play any game for Xbox One S, it'll also work on the One X. We also saw the reveal of Anthem from BioWare, which we will, in mere seconds, have more details on because the game's director is with us. And also, we got an exclusive first look at Fortnite from Epic Games that is coming to Xbox One X and also PS4 and PS4 Pro and everything. So lots there. All right, well, I'm really excited about this because a game that closed the Xbox press conference and we saw yesterday was the new title Anthem. And I'm happy to welcome the game director for that just announced title, Jonathan Warren. Jonathan, great to see you.
Jeff, nice to see you.
Great to see you. I got to say, the demo looked incredible. It's pretty cool to be closing the Xbox press conference with this title.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Well, let's dive into this because I know the team up in Edmonton very well that did a lot, back in the Mass Effect days. I spent a lot of time with Casey and the team and all the core leads. And you coming in, I'm just so excited about this new IP that, EA had been teasing a few years ago, just a world. We didn't know what the game was going to be, and now we saw this incredible adventure. So, tell me about the world of Anthem. It seems like it's, very action-oriented, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We've created a very, very big open world for players to explore, and it's going to be something that is kind of brand new. I don't think you ever had the ability to really inhabit a BioWare world like this before. We're really excited about it.
So, tell us, what is this world? What's the name of it? What can you tell us about it?
Well, I'm not quite prepared to talk too much about the name of the world.
Okay.
But we can't say that, Fort Tarsis here is one of your key places, a hub.
Okay.
Where we're going to spend some time here. This is where you're going to be able to customize your Javelin exosuits.
Okay.
You'll pick up quests here. It's going to be a a real activity center for you.
Okay, so Javelin Exosuit, we saw lots of action. BioWare is known for, very rich, RPG games.
Yes.
Are we playing with friends in this? How is it? Is it cooperative?
Yeah, absolutely. For us, freedom is a big component for us. The ability for you to play and experience this game the way you want to play it, to be able to play with your friends in the manner that you want to. So you bet you'll be able to play with your friends. You'll be able to play by yourself. I think that people will be really surprised with how frictionless the whole experience is.
Speaking of friction, tell us about the antagonists. Who are we up against in this world?
Well, we have a diverse array of opponents that you're going to face. We're not ready to quite unveil a lot of the details just yet, but there's always going to be a great conflict in the world, whether it's natural enemies like you saw in the demo, with really fierce monsters and creatures, other humans in exosuits. I think you're going to be really challenged and surprised.
All right, so there will be sort of PvP as well as part of this.
I did not say that.
Okay, well, we're pushing you. That's what we have
good
to do.
try.
But
Good try.
I gotta say, I mean, the world is just so majestic and beautiful. So I think everyone that loves BioWare wants to know about the lore of this and the world. And I'm sure you can't share a ton about it. But tell us, I mean, what is the thrust? What is your motivation in this world? Why do you have this javelin suit?
This is a very savage world. Humanity is on the lowest rung of the food chain here.
Okay.
And so people need these amazing exosuits in order to get out there and compete and thrive in the world. And you play as one of the heroes who has the courage to put on this armor and go out and explore beyond the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus.
Wow, so obviously tons of cool flight mechanics to it.
Yes.
Which means you're going to be able to sort of go anywhere with anyone and explore. Tell us about the combat loop. In terms of the weapons you have and how you're engaging with this world.
Yeah, you bet. So really, and what we showed in the demo today is you're going to be able to engage in combat in a variety of ways. Gunplay with an amazing array of different rifles, but you'll also be able to equip gear on your suit as well and customize that so you can approach it in different ways, right? Overpowering firepower, being able to adjust the loadout of your suit so it really suits your play style. That's something we totally expect and want players to dive into and get into.
Now, are you going to be telling the story kind of in-game or through cutscenes, or how will the narrative progress?
Well, I think the magic of a great open world game is that, we'll definitely tell a great BioWare story, ways that you might be accustomed to, but also giving you the freedom to kind of tell your own stories as you explore and dig in and uncover new things, right? And stories that you'll tell with your friends as well as, hey, we went and did this. We had this great adventure in the Longfall ruins. Those types of stories are just another facet of what we're trying to do.
Will we get any romances in this? It's a BioWare game.
I don't think they want me to talk about that just yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I got to say, I mean, visually it looks incredible. This is running, I assume, on Frostbite?
That's correct.
Yeah, no, it's visually, I mean, it looks just absolutely stunning. We saw multiple players in there. Tell us about EA's doing a lot now with sort of games as a service, this sort of ongoing adventure. I mean, what is the plan for this game? Is it sort of just one linear sort of story that we're going to get when we buy the game? Will it sort of expand over time, or what's your plan?
We definitely want this to be a game that people engage in over a long period of time and enjoy for, over the course of months and years. So, we're building the world in a way that we can continually expand it, that we always give you more reasons to come back and play it.
Okay.
So I think that, packing a world like this full of stories is what we're really after.
Yeah, well, it's I got to say, it was really awesome to see it at the end of the Xbox press conference, and I'm sure there's much more to reveal about it. Have you guys said anything about when it's coming out, or when can we expect more?
I don't think we've gotten really specific about our date yet, but yeah, we're looking.
Coming this year or future?
2018, I think.
2018.
Okay. The year that we're looking for.
Sometime. That's right. I think EA in some of the earnings calls and stuff has said that it'll be coming out not this year, but certainly looks absolutely incredible. And I can't wait. I mean, just the level of detail to it, and the combat, and the idea of you and your friends all coming together for all these threats and upgrades. Coming from BioWare.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see the depth of the experience, and I love it.
Really
it's so
excited.
action oriented. It's great to see. Well,
yeah, we love it. We're really excited about it, and we really are excited for players to get their hands on it.
And tell me finally about the name Anthem. What for a long time people were wondering what was going to be called. Why Anthem?
Well, you know, we really love the idea of an anthem is something that unifies a group of people. It's something that gives them a sense of purpose that's bigger than themselves, and that's definitely something we wanted to imbue the IP with, and to imbue the game and the story with as well.
Right, so it really is, you know, camaraderie.
Exactly.
You and your friends going through this. Can you play through the entire game kind of just by yourself as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you can do whatever you want, and it's very exciting to see kind of visually what you guys are able to do with this. So we'll see
Thank you
more
very
on it, but cool to see BioWare pushing in a different dimension with it, and cannot wait to learn more about Anthem.
Outstanding. Thank you
I
so
know you've been
much.
working on it a long time. It's a big day for you guys and the team up in Edmonton. So
Thank
give them
you.
all my best. All right, well, we're going to head back over now to Melanie Mack to see what's on the heat map. Mel?
Hi, Jeff. Thanks so much. So as you guys can see here, we have a map of the world, and all these glowy things, they represent all of you who are tweeting and posting all about the E3 goodness right now. So this just shows how massive E3 is. This is a worldwide amazing thing. We're all extremely excited for our games. So we're gonna go a little bit closer to home right here and read what some of you guys have to say. So Avengers Gaming says, can't wait. Buying it the day it comes out, no matter what. Xbox, congrats on your work. You made us proud. I feel ya. That's great. Beautiful. Okay, and then Okie Bud says, Xbox One X looks great. Very well designed system. Are we just getting black as a color option at launch? Good question. I want a rainbow. Yeah, that'd be beautiful. Okay. And then Shira says, have to admit, Anthem on the Xbox One X does look gorgeous though. We'll definitely have to give it a try. I agree. I'm really hyped for that. Okay. And then Victor right here says, praying to the E3 god. Okay. So if Jeff is the E3 god, does that make me an E3 angel? Maybe? I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay. So, for furry children, Ocean seems to be really into zombie games. The cat watching right now. I think all my cats are watching too, so it's all good. All right, and Greg says, I love and hate this time of the year. They announce all the new games, but then I have to wait for them. I know, it's so sad, cute, but it's okay. You have something to look forward to. Okay, Wario here posts, Miyamoto, what? The legend, he's right here. This is amazing, wow. I'm honored. Okay, Nintendo's E3 2017 lanyard has a Super Mario Odyssey design. Okay, I'm gonna need to get one of these. I'm gonna track one down. Yeah, need that. Okay, and then Kendra says, if Nintendo doesn't announce a new Animal Crossing, I'm holding Reggie hostage. I totally want an Animal Crossing game for my Switch, and as well as Harvest Moon, you know, some Metroid, so many things. But anyway. All right, so ground control has just told me that George is behind me. We're gonna get an upgrade on his update on his artwork. So let's go have a look. Oh, Jeff, how you doing, Jeff?
I know, I was gonna see what George is building over there. It seems very cool and different. Love to see him drawing in VR. First time here on YouTube Live at E3. But now it's time for Meet the Makers of Forza Motorsport 7, and I'm here with Bill, the creative director of Forza Motorsport from Turn 10, who's going to give us an inside look at the debut title for Xbox One X. And stay tuned, because coming up in just a few minutes, we've got an exclusive announcement from Forza Motorsport 7 and Totino's Pizza Rolls. But first, Bill, want to talk about this game. Big moment for you guys.
Huge moment.
Opening up
Holy cow.
the Xbox press conference.
A
It
lot
looked
of
incredible.
Thank you. A lot of huge firsts. First, we announced a car to the world, right? Yeah. Car reveals, they're really only done in car shows at Paris and Frankfurt, right? So to be able to bring a car here to E3 and reveal it to the world is incredible. Second, next week at the 85th anniversary of Le Mans, the real world and the digital world are going to meet when the winners of the Forza Racing Championship and the winners of the 24-hour Le Mans are going to be crowned together on the podium at Le Mans. And lastly, not least, we announced Forza Motorsport 7, our most technically advanced, our most beautiful, and our most comprehensive game we've ever made.
Yeah, I got to talk about what we saw visually, because it just looked so stunning. Tell us about Xbox One X You're one of the, the earliest developers
Yeah,
with access to it,
absolutely.
being a part of Microsoft. So tell us, what are you able, visually it looks incredible. And
Thank
a lot of people want to unpack it and understand, well, what are they really doing there? Why does it look so good? So tell us about the new things that you're able to do on One X.
Absolutely. Well, building for the Xbox One X, first and foremost, you're going to 4K. You're going to get the 4K textures. You're going to get upgrades to your dynamic cube maps, your lighting model, all those technical things. But with Forza Motorsport 7, we went back to basics about what it means to be a competitive racer because we were developing for Xbox One X. And so we were able to do things like reimagine the racing experience. So we went through all 700 cars. We touched up all the instrumentation clusters, the windshield wipers, the mirrors, the GTR race car on the inside. They've got netting and wiring. And so that thrill of racing, what it feels like to be in a car at peak, we're able to really do.
Yeah, well, it looked absolutely amazing to see that running live. Tell us about the game. Where are we going to, in terms of tracks, locations, where are we going to be able to go?
Well, it's awesome. Like I said, we have over 700 cars, including the largest collection of Ferraris, Porsches, and Lamborghinis of any racing game.
Wow.
We've got over 30 environments, including our brand new Crown Dubai track.
Yeah.
We're bringing back fan favorite Maple Valley Raceway, which is fans have been wanting for a long time. On the show floor this week, fans will also be able to race Mercedes race trucks on Mugello.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a massive game. We're really excited.
Now, it will also obviously work and actually will come out first for Xbox One S. So that's really interesting that it'll ship before Xbox One X. So tell us a bit about that experience.
Yeah.
If I buy the game for Xbox One S, I obviously don't have to rebuy it for X. It'll just automatically upgrade?
Absolutely. And what's great, when we developed it, obviously building for 4K, but we used new techniques called photogrammetry, for example. Photogrammetry is used an authoring tool to map, use photos to map real-world geometry. And what that does is that's not just for Xbox One X or PC. The Xbox One gets that. Yeah. So no matter what you're playing on, Xbox One, high-end PC, mid-range PC, Ultrabooks, the game looks awesome.
Yeah, no, that's what's, it's great to see it on Xbox One X. I'm sure on Xbox One S it will also look
yes.
Great.
Yes.
Will you be showing it on both systems at E3? Or
we've got two big sleds, hydraulic sleds that we're showing on Ultra 4K PCs.
Wow.
And HDR, and I can't talk enough about HDR.
Yeah.
HDR is like putting on glasses for the first time if you've ever seen HDR truly working.
Worth it for the TV upgrade?
It's absolutely. Well, what's great too is, even if you have a current 1080p TV, the game looks great, but it's also future-proof for the next few years. So when you do get an HDR TV, it's awesome. So at the show floor, we have 2 PC sleds on hydraulics, and then we've got 10 Xbox One X's that players will be able to play with.
Oh, wow, so people will actually be able to play this on Xbox One X this year and check out.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I got to say, the team at Turn 10 is always kind of pushing the limits of what you can do technically.
We never rest.
But
it's just always going.
It's exciting to see what you're able to do with this new technology, but also being able to make it work on the previous One S. Tell us a bit about weather effects, because that's something that I know
totally
is a big focus.
Yeah, we had a lot of success in Forza Motorsport 6 with our 3D puddles.
Yeah.
We really wanted to blow that out and build that feeling, that fear of what happens when you're in a car racing on a dry track, and off in the distance you can see clouds breaking and it starts to rain and the storm rolls in and you get lightning, puddles expand, and so it really makes, not every time you return to a track different, but every lap different.
Yeah, no, visually I thought it was, it's great to see.
And it's tactile, it feels incredible.
Yeah. Tell us about the online experience, something that I think, a lot of fans want to know.
Absolutely.
On Xbox One X, same experience as S, but where will online racing go?
In whole new places, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned the Forza Racing Championship that's already going on. We're going to have brand new leagues. We've got awesome spectating tools, Mixer integration. What's great about Mixer, especially being able to broadcast in 4K, for a title like this, it's not only a great competitive game to play multiplayer, but it's an awesome spectator sport.
All right, well, we can't wait to learn more about it. Forza Motorsport. When is it coming out for Xbox One S?
Xbox One and PC comes out October 3rd, and then it'll be available for launch of Xbox One X.
All right, well, can't wait to see more on Forza Motorsport 7. But we also have a lot to tell you guys about in terms of a special poll we're going to do right now, because we want to hear what you guys think about looking forward to in the next Forza Motorsport 7. New tracks, the cars, or new destinations. You guys can vote right now and go online to E3, to live@e3.com to tell us what you think. And while we're waiting for those results to come in, it's a good time to tell you you can get your hands on Forza Motorsport 7 downloadable content like exclusive in-game driving gear and custom cars from codes on specially marked packages from Totino's Pizza Rolls and Totino's Hearty Pizzas, available in stores in October. You can get yourself hyped about about what's going to be happening by heading to gaming.totinos.com. You must be 18 or older to redeem. Void where prohibited, and it's open to residents of the 50 United States and D.C. So stay tuned for that. Lots going on with Totino's and Forza Motorsport 7. All right, well, now we're going to head over to the demo area for something that I've been waiting to do for many, many years, because it's 5 o'clock, and that means it's time to welcome our next guest, the president and CEO of Nintendo of America, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie, how are you?
I'm great. Great to see you.
Great to see you. So you're just starting off the week here, right?
You know, we've been here for a couple of days, making sure everything's going to be perfect. But yeah, things are good.
All right. Well, you are fully arms out with the arms.
I am armed out.
I was like, maybe you're going to tease a game this week with a pin, but no, it's like it's all arms.
It's all well, for you, Jeff, it's all arms.
Thank you. So first of all, Reggie, before we get into ARMS, tell us, what can we expect from Nintendo this week at E3?
Sure.
You've got your spotlight on Tuesday, right?
We've got our spotlight on Tuesday,
Yes.
9 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. And really for us, the spotlight is just the beginning. We're going to be doing activity all week long. We're going to be highlighting a variety of different games. We've got 3 different tournaments going on in our booth. Splatoon, ARMS, and Pokken Tournament Deluxe. And really, for us, this is all about continuing to drive the momentum of Nintendo Switch, continuing to drive momentum for Nintendo 3DS.
Yes.
3DS is going to get lots of love while we're here. So we've got a lot of great activity planned.
And Spotlight, anything you can tell us about what we can expect in that?
You know, Spotlight is a 25-minute kickoff to all of our activity.
Okay.
It's fast, it's to the point, it's highlighting a number of key games, number of reveals, number of first looks.
And Mario Odyssey, you guys have said, is a big part of that, right?
Mario Odyssey is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah.
But as I said, the spotlight is just the beginning. We're going to go right from that right into Treehouse Live.
Okay.
I could tell your audience within the first hour of Treehouse Live, we're going to be breaking more news.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a continuous flow of information from Nintendo here at E3.
Very exciting. What did you think of the news today so far?
You know, I think the news has been interesting. You know, for us on the industry side, these days, at least from a Nintendo perspective, we're focused on making sure all of our activity is going to go as great as possible. So my influx of information is off of tweets and off of other information, so I haven't fully digested it yet. But look, you know, this is a vibrant industry. There's a lot going on. That's good for us.
Well, and it's been an amazing year for Nintendo with the Switch so far. First of all, I don't think I've seen you since Switch came out. Congratulations. So much momentum around this. This system has just been going on like wildfire. Everyone's playing it. I mean, all these games, Mario Kart, they're all selling more than they ever have before, right?
We're having a great kickoff with Nintendo Switch. You know, what's interesting is for us, we've been living this for the last number of years. It's only been in the marketplace 3 months, right? And we already have one of the best games of all time in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. NPD data came out, I think, late last week, or it'll come out early this week. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to be the best-selling single SKU in the month of May. We've got a lot of momentum out there.
All right. Well, where this week we can go to e3.nintendo.com?
E3.nintendo.com is going to have all of the information. We'll be live streaming the Spotlight.
Right here on YouTube, right?
Right on YouTube, as well as Twitch, a number of other places. So really, we're making it as easy as possible for fans to get the information. Just come to e3.nintendo.com.
All right. Well, now that the business is done, it's time for some fun, because I want to say it was probably maybe 10 years ago you and I started having battles. It was actually at E3. Remember, it was when I think the Wii had first came out, and it was Wii Sports.
Well,
played tennis.
Actually, the very first battle we did was at GDC. And
no, you're remembering wrong. It was at E3 the first
here we
year.
are. It already begins.
Yes, no, it was at E3 because I beat you in Wii Sports.
You beat me in Wii Sports, but we did a little playoff with Mario Kart, which really wasn't a play.
That's true. We
But
did that
that was-
at
that's
Dice in
what-
Vegas. We
that-
had real
that
Mario
was
Kart.
Dice
And then we
in
battled
Vegas.
at E3
Yep.
in Wii Sports.
You beat me in
and
Wii Sports tennis.
Tennis, and then you came back at GDC, and you had practiced for, I want to say, 6 or 8 months.
Oh, please.
And then you held a special event at GDC.
Don't be a John.
No.
Don't be a John. That's all I got to tell you.
But you had the special event at GDC, and you didn't only beat me, you beat every journalist that came through, because we think you had some type of special topspin.
And here we go. Don't be a John.
And then we haven't battled in many years, because usually we're doing the YouTube show early in the week.
Exactly.
Before your events, and we really appreciate you coming by here
Absolutely.
on Sunday, because you've got a big game, ARMS, coming out this week.
Launching this Friday.
Yeah.
This coming Friday is ARMS. We are very excited about this. This is not waggle control. This is all about having precise movements. Oh, have you been practicing?
I practiced last week a little bit. Yes.
Good. So
Global test punch.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun and interesting.
hopefully
But
it'll be fair.
this is a game that we're very excited about. The character design is fun. The use of these extendable arms with unique gloves that gives you all kinds of different capabilities. We're very excited about this game. The test punch reaction was fantastic across the globe. So we're excited to have arms, and we're excited to have it in the tournament this week.
That's right. Maybe if I'm good enough. Are you going to be in the tournament?
I will not be in the tournament. After my demonstration here, they're going to say that Reggie should not be in a tournament.
2 years ago, you were in the World Championship, though, right?
Yeah, and I was humbled. Everyone knows
Humbled
I do not play Smash Brothers particularly well, and they threw me off by giving me a different controller than what I had been practicing on. It was.
But
it was
this
ugly.
year, you've got the new Joy-Cons,
We've
right?
got the new Joy-Con.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Let's do it, Reggie.
Great.
I'm ready.
So
Let's
we'll
prep
give
for
you
this.
the
Internet.
we'll give
Are you ready? It's about to start.
The gray Joy-Con.
Yes.
Right.
These are the rigged ones, right?
No. I would let
I
you
should
use.
bring my own. It's just like you bring your own gloves. I brought my own Joy-Con.
Please. We would have been happy to supply you with your own Joy-Con. You would have been set. But I have to have the yellow because I'm obviously decked out in all
All right.
yellow.
I'll go
So
with black.
I've already picked Ninjara. So
Okay.
pick whomever you want.
What should I do? Let's see.
You're not going to go Twintel. She's been getting all the buzz and all the love online.
Maybe I should randomize. Yeah, I'll do Twintel. Why not, Reggie? Let's spice it up a little bit.
Right. So now we're going to choose stadiums. Let's do something open. Let's do this.
Okay.
And so you know how to play. Am
do
I going to have to give you any tips or anything?
We'll see. Hopefully not.
Okay. So
We'll see. Take it easy on me.
we play this straight up.
Okay.
So it's best 2 out of 3.
Uh-huh.
And whenever you're ready to go. So this is legitimate movement control.
Yep.
You better keep your guard up there, kiddo. You're not doing. You're just standing still. It's not waggle control. It's not waggle control. You got to throw legitimate punches. You have to. There you go. Nice. Nice.
Now I'm powered up. Yep.
Now you're powered up. Good. I was too busy trash talking to see that you were actually hitting me. Nice. I could tell you've been practicing.
Trying, Reggie. Even in the midst of E3.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
One to me.
You get
I'll
the
be
first
a fair
one.
game. I think he was giving that to me.
I was just trying to make it interesting.
Exactly. Got to go 3 rounds. More time on the show.
More
right?
time on
two
the
rounds.
show.
It's like you get an extra 3 minutes now.
Exactly.
Now the real battle begins, Internet.
So we're gonna jump right into a rematch. How do you feel? You feel comfortable?
I feel good.
You feel
I'm ready to rock and roll.
You're ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I got to get into it, Reggie.
Good.
I want to see those punches.
You know, just like with other games, you know, you gotta. Small little movements are best. You know, I find if I keep my guard up, I actually will do better. That was your first mistake. That was your second mistake.
Oh, but I got. My best to take you down, Reggie.
Good.
The internet's laughing at us now.
This is a legitimate competitive gaming experience here.
Right there. Oh, yeah, right here. Bye-bye, Reggie.
Oh, you're going to humble me in my own game? It's going to be another number of years before I come back.
You got to redeem yourself. There you go.
3 jabs in a row.
Oh, my God. The battle is on, Reggie. All comes down to this.
It all comes down to the final match.
The final match, the final battle. Jeff and Reggie.
You ready?
Let's do it, Reggie.
Let's do it.
I'm in. High pressure.
High pressure.
All right.
Now again, remember,
switch things up a little bit here this time.
Good. Little Thunderbird action.
Dual Thunderbirds. Oh my God, Reggie.
That's all it was.
Where's that nefarious laugh?
I was concentrating so much to make sure that I could actually win.
Took me down, Reggie. Reggie Fils-Aimé, winning. Congratulations, Reggie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that was fun with ARMS. We will play that again hopefully soon.
You know, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun, and it's just one of many. Splatoon 2 coming.
Yes.
Pokken Tournament Deluxe. All of the other announcements that we have. Lots of tricks up our sleeves.
You're teasing announcements and reveals.
It's going to be great.
Tuesday, right?
Good. Tuesday.
See more. And we'll get Mario at the booth, I hope.
We'd love to have Mario come at the booth.
Okay. Get to play Mario Odyssey?
Absolutely.
All right. We will check it out, Reggie. Always great to see you.
Great to see you.
We will have to do another battle soon.
We'll have to do it.
Back your Joy-Cons?
Certainly.
Just for you. Thank you very much. All right. Reggie Fils-Aimé, always great seeing you. Thanks so much for stopping by YouTube Live at E3. We're going to head back to home base now. Take my jacket off after that battle. I was getting into it. Hey, I'm Jeff. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Jeff. Sax.
Sax, good to see you. We're going to talk about Minecraft now, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's.
That's what I'm here for.
I think we'll talk about Minecraft. Joining us, for, Minecraft
You're breaking
director,
a sweat.
Sax Pearson. I know. I was getting into it with Reggie there. That was a lot. So let's talk about Minecraft. Obviously, 4K announcement today at the press conference. What can you tell us about the news on Minecraft?
Well, first we have the unification of Minecraft.
Yes, I saw that.
Super excited about that the console version, the Xbox One version, and the Switch version will now be able to play with all the mobile versions, the VR versions, and the Windows 10 version.
So everything in the same universe, effectively.
Yeah, everything in the same universe. Yeah. Like we're sort of slowly going through all the different platforms that we have Minecraft on, and making sure everybody can play with each other. Like our goal is that our entire community can play with our entire community, and your levels go with you, and your character and your profile, your skins, like all that stuff, right? And we're slowly going through it, but it's exciting to see like Switch like joining the family, and like look at Reggie as the I'm a big fan of the Switch, and like getting that to play together with all my devices.
Minecraft on Switch, so all part of the family with Reggie now. Now you guys talked about obviously Minecraft, 4K, Xbox One X. Such an interesting platform, as you said. It's across so many devices now. It's cool to unify it. But from a game update perspective, tell us, where does the content of Minecraft go, or how far ahead do you guys think about where Minecraft's going to go?
How far ahead?
Yeah.
Not very far.
Really? There's so much going on?
We're very community driven. So we're looking maybe like 2 updates ahead. Like that's generally what we do. But we've been working on the upgrade, like the super duper graphics pack for quite some time. Like I think back in sometime last year when we started talking about Scorpio, like we just got really inspired to see like what would it be like to see if we could use 6 teraflops.
Right.
That's how the discussion started. And we go, well, like we could do all these cool things we always wanted to do, and then give players like more options. Like for us, it's always about like what can we enable by the things we make, and we think there's a lot of the like new rendering techniques and like much further view distances, for example, that we know that people are going to use for all their creations and servers and whatever. So.
Yeah, well, it's amazing to see what you guys have been able to build with the franchise across all these different platforms. I wanted to ask you a bit about Minecraft, and you guys in the past have talked about HoloLens in a big way. We didn't hear much about HoloLens for Minecraft, but I've really been tracking it. Like, what can we expect with HoloLens in Minecraft? Is that something that still your team is thinking a lot about?
Yeah, we've spent a ton of time on VR.
Yeah.
Like my part of the team in particular, I spent a ton of time on VR and on HoloLens. But VR was the sort of the scale platform. Like we try to get Minecraft to as many players as possible, and it made sense to dip our toe in VR. And we weren't quite ready with HoloLens yet, like with the experience we wanted. It looked amazing on stage. It feels great, but it sort of has to integrate into Minecraft. We're not a god game. Like what I showed on stage that day was very much like a tabletop Minecraft, and that's not really what the game is.
Yeah.
And like the goal is, like anything else we do, it integrates into to the real game. So by the time we go out with HoloLens, it'll seamlessly fit with everything else that.
You've done some
out.
VR stuff, like I remember the Oculus stuff you've done with VR and things. So I mean, Minecraft kind of is across every device and platform.
Yeah.
Which is really, I mean, it's one of the few franchises I think that you said, like, Microsoft is building a game for Switch. Let that sink in.
That's kind of weird,
right?
Yeah. But like for us, like we already had, like the Switch version is out. What we're doing is basically like unifying the bits, so the same play experience is on Switch and Xbox and PC and mobile. So the same features come out at the same time. Everybody gets like the updates at the same time. Like right now we have we've had the Java version, and we have the sort of normal Minecraft version, and we have the console Minecraft version, right? And they're all sort of different. We're trying to unify them so when Llamas come out, Llamas on every platform.
All platforms, same date, same time.
That's what we're hoping, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's a big, we ship on 18 platforms.
Is it 18 platforms now?
Yeah.
Wow. And the teams are maintaining those all the time.
Yeah, like it's a team between like the 48 team in Scotland, the Mojang team in Stockholm, and the team up in Washington. Like all of us are working on like more and more on the same code base and more on the same features.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much stronger that like when we put our effort into it, that we can really like sort of get everything to everybody. Like so when you see, like yes, it's inspired by Scorpio, but it'll work on most platforms that like over
PC obviously will be 4K.
PC for sure, yeah. But it'll also work on mobile.
Wow.
Like we're working on sort of the graphical updates for mobile and how they would look.
Yeah.
But again, Minecraft is such a big game that we do everything in tiny steps, or we attempt to do things in tiny steps, because there's so many people that enjoy exactly what it is today. And what we do is just try to provide more options, and the graphics pack is exactly that. Like we're not changing the look of Minecraft per se, like we're adding another option for people to take if they want to.
Right. And I imagine for you guys also, you're on so many platforms, in some ways it's probably a challenge to, like you said, to update something across all the platforms because, it's got to work everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever start thinking like, what is a Minecraft 2, or is it really just this universe that keeps getting updated because you already have so many players in it?
I think we think much more in the, like we're not close to done yet. Like we added servers is another thing we announced. Like servers on the Java edition has been a huge part of what players do in Minecraft, but they've never been available on console and been available in a very limited fashion on mobile. But we are working with like the biggest server providers, like one by one, and added them. So on console, you can now play on like basically third-party servers where it's completely separate entities that they make their own mini games, their own rules, their own everything. The only thing is they adhere to just basic like what is Minecraft about.
Yeah.
But other than that, they make the game that you go and play. And same with the community skins. We now sell adventure maps, for example, in the marketplace. They're made by the community. They're very they are revered in the community, like Nox Crew and some of the other guys. Like they've been doing this for years, and now we're giving them a chance to reach millions and millions of new people.
That's true, because now it's like more addressable fans across more platforms.
Yeah. And I think the console players have always like the number one requested feature was adding servers. Like everybody wants servers, and that's what we're going to add with the next update, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Wow.
There's more to do. So.
There's a lot going on, and I mean, how many people touch Minecraft from a development perspective now? Like, it must be
from development
thousands,
perspective.
Yeah.
No,
no,
not even close.
18 platforms. You got to have a lot of people.
No, I'm not counting in my head, but I'm counting in my head. Like it's about 100.
Wow.
I would guess, like something like that.
Amazing effort.
And we're busy.
No, it's cool.
It's really fun. Like whatever you do, people notice. Like there's not a single tiny little detail we change in the game that doesn't go unnoticed. If we end up rebalancing something like with +1 damage, for example, we will hear about it in a nanosecond after we ship a beta.
Yeah.
That's a fun bit, right? You feel like you're making a game with everybody because like people care so much about the game.
Awesome.
And there's never been more people that play Minecraft. Like every month, it sort of grows a little bit more, and we have a huge effort in China to work with the Chinese developer and with NetEase to bring Minecraft to China in an official fashion. So there's always something new around the
You're a
corner.
busy man, Zach.
Yeah, it's fun.
At least you're here for E3, which is awesome.
E3 is fun, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here. It's cool to see you guys in the press conference. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
We are now going to head on over to the YouTube Creator Lounge to check in with Kyle Bossman to hear how our tilt brush demo is doing. Kyle, what's happening?
Hey, Jeff, we are now putting the finishing touches on this. George, how's it coming? Is it finished? Is it all done? We're 1 hour later.
I've added what I wanted to.
Can you show us what you've added? I want to
Yeah,
see what's
sure.
new here.
So if Fu is able to zoom in here, you can see Spider-Man swinging from this water tower.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, hold on. You were working frantically for 1 hour. There's more than just Spider-Man, right?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I got your cave.
You got my cave.
I
Yeah.
got
So
your
this is the thing.
cave.
I wanna put the headset on. Would that be fine? Can I explore your world?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
I want to see the cave. And so one thing I'm curious about, George, is like, do you upload these online for like people to like hop into when they're in their own homes?
Yeah, no, everyone can actually access the drawings if they actually go to my website.
Which is what?
GeorgePeasley.com. I'll have this one uploaded later on, but there's a couple of cool websites that you could upload your 3D work on. It's like several like.
Oh, I found your cave.
You did?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh my God, we're going in. Oh, can you see this? That is too cool. Oh my God. We're going inside the cave.
You might need to hold it there for a second.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I realize.
Yeah.
This is high-tech stuff.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented technology. No one has ever done this before at E3.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to do a wide shot so everyone can truly appreciate the mural you made for E3. Dang, and did you show the Death Star before?
No, you could zoom up there.
Yeah, look at this thing.
That Death Star shooting down. Right
Oh, it's like, oh my God. And you can see like a laser going.
Yes.
And I know you showed Zelda before. You have Link right here deflecting the shot. Oh my God.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in there, so if people want to look at it for themselves, they could go on to you could actually upload the sketch directly up to the Google account from within the Tilt Brush program. So a lot of people can view it from there too.
Do you download other people's stuff and see what kind of stuff they've done?
Absolutely. I mean, that's how you learn.
Yeah, like
You
how do
get
you
to-
make buildings, man? How do you that's not just a brush stroke, is it?
I mean, you can make straight brush strokes with certain tools. They have guides so that your brushes adhere to like a solid square.
That to me, that was fascinating. That was really good. That was the funnest I've had all day, to be honest with you. That is so cool.
Nice.
You made a great sculpture. Thanks for doing that live for us. The pressure of live is intense.
I know.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
And we're taking it right back to Jeff Keighley.
All right, thanks very much, Kyle. Very cool to have George in there doing Tilt Brush VR. We appreciate him stopping by. And now here with an inside look at State of Decay 2, the founder of Undead Labs, Jeff Strain. Jeff, State of Decay came out of nowhere. People got so excited about it, and it's been a number of years. People have been waiting to hear what you guys are doing with State of Decay 2. We got a little tease of it. I think it was last year at E3, right?
That's right.
There was the official announcement of it, I think. And
It
now,
was officially that it was under development, yeah.
Exactly. And now, a year later, you were at the press conference with a lot more content on the game, teasing it. So tell us a bit about the world of State of Decay 2. Everyone loved the first game, but for the second one, where are you taking the franchise this time?
Yeah, well, the State of Decay was, at that time, an Xbox Live Arcade title. Definitely pushed the boundaries of what we were able to accomplish in that channel. Took off, did super well. We took a lot of design chances with that game and took some risks, and people seemed to really like where we were taking this whole kind of survival fantasy genre. So the goal with State of Decay 2 was to look really critically at everything that worked well, everything that didn't work well, listen closely to what the fans of the game were saying that they wanted, and really build that sequel, rather than us having sort of pre-set notions about what it is that it should be. And so fundamentally, it's a bigger, badder, bolder State of Decay 2, much deeper character attributes and personalities, much deeper base building systems. The simulation is a lot more sophisticated. The world is quite a bit larger.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I think we're bringing the #1 fan requested feature, which is co-op multiplayer.
Yes, co-op MP in the game, and I gotta say, I mean, visually it looks incredible.
It's getting there.
No, but I mean, just to see like what you guys have been able to put together with it. Which engine is it running on?
So this game runs on Unreal Engine 4.
Unreal. Okay, UE4. So you
Yep.
guys have been building it on UE4. In terms of the the co-op MP, tell us about what that experience is. How many players? Co-op?
So it's you and up to 3 of your friends, so 4-player co-op. And we put a lot of thought into. Everybody was asking us for multiplayer. We put a lot of thought into how that would work and what it would look like. And fundamentally, what we decided was we needed to be true to the nature of the game. State of Decay is a game about your community. It's about survivors coming together and being smart about how they survive.
Yep.
And so it did not suggest to us that the right way to do multiplayer in State of Decay was to give everybody guns and have them run out into the field and start shooting each other.
Yep.
Right? It still needs to be fundamentally humans versus zombies. So the idea behind it is that we wanted it to be very easy dropout. We wanted players working together to solve problems together.
Yeah.
And so at its core, you can invite your friends into your game. You can go play with them in their game. The game rewards you for working together to accomplish goals. And then there's the flare system, which is if you get in trouble, you can shoot a flare gun in the game. And that will notify a pool of people who have volunteered to help out that, hey, someone in the game needs help, and they can join your game and help you out, even if you don't have a prior relationship with them.
Yeah. Now, where is the game in development right now?
So we started working in earnest on the game about halfway through 2014 after the release of the final
This has been
DLC.
quite the effort.
It has
Yeah.
been.